After 20 years of engagement in Afghanistan, tonight the nation is in free fall with Taliban terrorists making significant advances near Kabul. Excuse me. U.S. personnel in Afghanistan have been asked to burn documents and prepare for evacuation. It looks like Joe Biden's Saigon moment. 3,000 American troops will be redeployed to help get our people out. Earlier today, Congressman Guy Reschenthaler called out the commander-in-chief and warned us what will happen next, because we have seen this, unfortunately, before.
Joe Biden owns this. This is reminiscent of the fall of Saigon. And let's remember what happened in Iraq when then Vice President Biden pulled out of Iraq with Obama. You had the rise of ISIS. This is not going to end well for Afghanistan.
Joining us now is former senior advisor at the State Department for both the Bush and Trump administrations, Christian Whiten. A terrible situation here, Christian. When I was in Iraq, we knew that a precipitous withdrawal would lead to ISIS overrunning the country. The Democrats laughed at us. Obama pulled our forces out, and the caliphate swept across the region. It's the same thing happening all over again. But the Biden administration seems completely caught off guard by this in some ways. How is that possible?
It's shocking considering that we spend $80 billion a year by some estimates for our intelligence bureaucracy. And we've had a string of generals for more than a decade now saying that Afghanistan and its army of 300,000, formerly 300,000, was just on the brink of greatness, was close to viability, was that almost ready to take control of the fate of Afghanistan. But there are certain things here that Biden has done to make this much worse. What happens in Afghanistan, as you point out, doesn't occur in a vacuum. Biden's weakness on Russia, where he says we're going to retaliate for cyber attacks and then doesn't. His willingness to send his diplomats to be schooled about how America is racist by China, of all countries. His eagerness to beg the Iranians for a nuclear deal. The Taliban noticed that. And also one completely unforced error. If he had at least held strong until winter, there's actually a fighting season in Afghanistan that runs from spring through fall. He could have at least bought them more time to negotiate if he had held out a little longer, but it's really been appalling.
Christian, there are some, including Senator Lindsey Graham, that say this withdrawal and now certainly the result are paving the way for another 9/11. How do we ensure something like that doesn't happen?
You know, Graham is on the complete other end of the spectrum. He's never met a war he didn't like. It will be interesting. You can't take for granted, you cannot assume that the Taliban is any better now than it was in 2001, but there are some indications that it's different. Certainly we, the United States, have gotten the point across that if you attack us, if you harbor terrorists in your territory, you attack us, we are going to come and get you. And in the case of Afghanistan, also subject you to a 20-year occupation. Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan is extremely diminished, and the Taliban have no incentive whatsoever to export terrorism from their territory. Now, we shouldn't take their word for this. It bears close watching, but I think Graham's fears are exaggerated.
Christian, did it surprise you at the Pentagon briefing today that they took great pains to drive home the point that the 3,000 troops going in were not there to defend Kabul, but to only help with the extraction of our personnel? Doesn't that seem almost counterproductive?
Yes, and talk about demoralizing your allies, demoralizing the people with whom we've been partnered for 2 decades here. All of the messaging from the beginning of this administration, and again, all of the messaging on other parts of the world, just it's weakness, 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 weakness. And the reason you're seeing, I think, these cities fall so quickly and that you may see Kabul fall very rapidly is that when the wind changes directions in that part of the world, as you know, people are apt to shift sides when they see that a new side has ascendancy, as the Taliban do. And this is something Joe Biden has encouraged through his weakness in other parts of the world, and just through his overall demeanor. He's been moping around now for some weeks as if the fall of Kabul is an inevitability, and sometimes things become a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that it's fair to place the blame on Joe Biden?
I think a lot of it does. I wouldn't let our military-industrial complex off the hook. You know, every time U.S. forces, individual troops, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines were asked to do a job in Afghanistan, they did it, and they did it with valor, and they did it with success. But at a strategic level, our generals are forced, some of whom look a little bit more like politicians than warriors, I think have let our country down a little bit. But, you know, Joe Biden is the one who took their advice. And, would this type of collapse be occurring if Donald Trump were president, if we had a president who was going to put up a fight and not put up with everything the Taliban dished up? I don't think so. So, I think he does bear, let's say, a lot of responsibility.
Christian, real quickly, I need to switch topics on you, and I just have about a minute here. A new report out today has apparently identified a new ICBM missile field in China, and China may now have more operational nuclear missiles, it appears, than the United States. Your reaction to this new report and this news?
Yeah, it's a very bad turn of events. The one sort of nice thing about China's aggression and military buildup was it didn't have a big nuclear arsenal, only had about 300 deployed nuclear weapons compared to several thousand for Russia and the United States. That has now changed, and we are way behind on our nuclear arsenal. The last time we tested a nuclear weapon was 1991. If you had a car sitting in your garage that you just had in case you maybe had to go to the emergency room and you hadn't fired it up for 30 years, do you think maybe you want to test it? We are behind on this, and we really need to play catch up on a number of things with China and military posture.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.